Welcome to our Instagram Live presentation. It's part of our series Decentralized Web Education. My name is Paul Arsof, and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. We are building a decentralized communication and advertising platform. Welcome again to our event. Before starting with the topic of today, I'd like to tell you a little bit of our project. We are building a decentralized communication and advertising platform, and I'd like to underline the word decentralization, decentralized. Most of the other crypto projects, they talk about decentralization, but it is not actual real decentralization. Why it is not real? It is because people think that connecting a project with blockchain technology makes the project decentralized, and it is not. Blockchain and blockchain technology is pretty cumbersome, I may say. Basically, the technology keeps adding blocks, and it creates a burden for individual user to run a node of a blockchain and make part of the network of nodes of a blockchain. Essentially, a blockchain is a network of nodes, and people have to have access to a node to submit and post a transaction. The amount of data posted on almost every blockchain, if not every blockchain, is very small, and basically the transactions reflect just transfers of assets from one address to another, or it can reflect calling of a smart contract in a blockchain, but still the amount of data is pretty small. Blockchains allow limited number of users, limited number of transactions, and so basically they have too many flows to be the central element and the driver of decentralization. So what we do in our project is we have a blockchain instance, we have a cryptocurrency token, but they play just a support role in our project. The central element in our project is decentralization software engine, which allows direct communication from user to user. So the amount of data which user can communicate and transfer is unlimited, not like in ordinary blockchain. Success of a project depends on marketing, and we have been posting on multiple social networks. The list of social networks is very long. It includes Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, TikTok, Reddit, Discord, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. This is a very, very long list of social networks that we're posting, but we're focusing on Instagram, Twitter, and Telegram. Come and join our social network channels and our groups. You can find the list of these social networks on our website, which is decentralizedweb.org. Decentralized is one word. It's together with web, decentralizedweb.org. And like on the bottom of every page on our website, you have this list of our social networks. You can find the icon of your favorite social network, and then you can click and you can become a follower and join some of our social networks. We are very active in building a community on Telegram. Come and join our Telegram channel, which is decentralized_web. So that's it about the marketing, but we have been to make it interesting for our like people participating in our project and people on our social networks. We have been organizing weekly events, just like this event today on Instagram. On Instagram, it is Sundays, and yesterday we had an event on Twitter Space, and the events on Saturday and Sunday they have the same topic. Usually, I start on Saturday talking about a specific topic, and then like on Saturdays it's on Twitter Space, and on Sundays I continue, like I mentioned, some of the same things on the topic, and then continue expanding on Instagram Live, just like today. So if you came yesterday to our event and you're today on like came yesterday on Twitter Space on our event, and you're today on Instagram Live, I'm going to tell some of the same things I said yesterday, but then I'm going to say some new things on the topic, educational topic today. We started these educational events about maybe 3 months ago, and the very first topic of our educational event was what is blockchain. Some of the topics at the following events were like central bank digital currencies and ordinary crypto. Confrontation is looming. Applying astrology into cryptocurrency trading, decentralization engines, blockchains as decentralization engines, and other decentralization emissions. At the very end of 2022, we had 2022 in crypto, and so we were talking about also big crashes in crypto. In the first week of 2023, we had an event on the topic of predictions for 2023. So I did mention our educational events, which are happening on Saturdays on Twitter Space and Sundays on Instagram Live. But we have one more weekly event, which is happening on Tuesday, and it happens simultaneously on Telegram. Like on Telegram, it is in text, and it happens also on Google Meet, and simultaneously as well on Twitter Space. So we're covering 3 different channels, different platforms with this event. And the events which happen on Thursday, like on Thursday, we have Ask Anything session with me and other people in our decentralized project. And the the following Thursday, we have a demo day event. We are demonstrating like our software engine and what did we achieve in our project, and what is under current development and is going to be added in the project. And unlike many other crypto projects and blockchain related projects, we have a lot to show, really a lot. So the decentralization software engine, it allows direct communication, as I said, and it has settings which show the cryptocurrency wallet of our blockchain instance and the tokens which are rewarded for users of our project. So that's basically it regarding our project. But before starting talking about the topic of today, I can invite people who came to this session, like you're welcome to type a question or comment. So you can type it in the chat section on Instagram live on this event, and I can read your question and I can answer your question during my presentation. So that's an invitation. You can use this invitation to ask your question or type your comment. But let's go on to the topic of today, which is generation of internet fake and real promises. At the very start of my this presentation and talking about, let's have a little historic walk of the beginning of internet. And the internet, it started as a military project by the U.S. government military research agency, DARPA. And the point of the project, which was done around the end of the 1960s, it was of creating of a network which can send data and allow communication between the nodes of this network, like the point was creating a network of nodes which can survive nuclear strikes. At that time of the 1970s, war was a distinct possibility, and the war could have a very rapid exchange of nuclear strikes between the Warsaw Pact at that time, and the exchange was going to be mainly between the United States and the Soviet Union. By having this nuclear wars, some of this network could have been disabled, and they could have been non-operational, so that like a message, for example, from Los Angeles, New York, could have gone maybe through Denver, but like if Denver suffer like then it would be out of non-operational. So then network was designed to go around tunnels which are non-operational, and like the message between LA and New York have gone through Chicago, for example, and reach the final destination in New York. So this was the actual topic of the research project, and it proved very, very successful. And like after the ending of this project, it was transferred to universities and science stations. And at the very start of the civilian use of internet, as we know today, it was used very, very decentralized way. At that time, in the 1970s, university was communicating directly with another university, and one science organization was communicating directly with another science. If we forward a little bit to the 1990s, so we have the advent and coming of the browser, and in the 1990s it became convenient to be outside, and then other people and other users of internet could go to the center point of a website. So from that time in the 1990s to the present time, if we fast forward, we can see that the internet became very, very centralized. In the case of Facebook and Google, if we get this example, we have a single website and billions of users. Billions of Facebook and Google users go to a single website of this company. This is a very, very centralized internet use. And with the centralization, it became very easy to do a data collection of the company or the business which have many users. Basically, the business of Facebook is not social network, and the business of Facebook is not web search, but their business is data collection, and using this data collection in offering advertising, placing advertising to the user. So what happens is Google and they allow paid advertising, and there are companies which are paying them to place ads on their web pages. And so what happens is in order for the users to get the content from Facebook and Google, they have to cope with ads, and mostly they ignore these ads in order to get the content. So this is these are commercial entities like Facebook and Google, but we have government entities which are taking advantage of this data collection by centralized with a single scope, and get an amount of data on social networks. They could collect web searches of users, and they can collect short messages posted on places like and so the data collection, the business and companies like Facebook and Google, and data government entities, it is probably the biggest flaw of centralization. Users in some cases are thinking abuses in this centralized internet, in the case of a big band or being having their data collected by government entities, and this data are analyzed and stored into centralized databases. We're talking about the topic of today, which is next generation of internet. Let's do a little brainstorming of what could the next generation of internet be. So if we listen to lots of entrepreneurs who are related with technology and with crypto projects, if we have processes like we could think that like a Web3 next generation of internet is going to be a blockchain technology. Why is that? Because blockchain technology was the first technology type which started the movement towards decentralization. In my personal opinion, I would agree that the next generation of internet is going to be about decentralization, and decentralization could solve like the issues of data collection and the biggest flaw of the current central decentralization is going to make very, very difficult to do a data collection of individual users. So it's pretty easy to do a data collection of all the data the users have done by going to a website. Basically, the website can keep a record of the accesses of their users, and they can, like business, which owns the website, can do analyzing of this data. But if we're talking about decentralization and the communication from user to user, it becomes very difficult to do data collection. Basically, entity has to have like they have to intercept the communication from one to another. In order they have to do collection one a packet of data to another packet of data to another packet of data. They have to collect all this data, and they have to assemble these packets of data. They have to analyze these packets of data. So, like the task of data collection becomes very difficult if it is done directly by direct communication from user to user. We started talking about one of the ideas of Web3 related with this blockchain technology. And so, as I said in some of our previous presentations and in the of this technology is not suitable to be a driver organization. So if we look at the way of communication through a blockchain technology, basically one user, if they want to post like something to a blockchain, like they have to have access to a node. And as I said, it is a very heavy burden for individuals to run their own blockchain node, the blockchain instance. So basically, the user go to many users, they go to they have access to a blockchain through a single node which they access and they can post transactions. What are these blockchain nodes where you can post transactions and they can write something in which is going to the blockchain. So this blockchain nodes will be the MetaMask node where people go and post transactions related with, for example, creating of non-fungible tokens or NFTs, or they can post a transaction related with decentralized finance. They could do swaps or transactions or getting lots of tokens, and like MetaMask also serves, for example, postings of decentralized autonomous organizations or DAOs. And this is basically a single node. Like other transactions could involve like buying and selling on centralized exchanges, and centralized crypto exchanges, they could run their own node of blockchain. And so we have also the nodes of commercial wallet providers. And if we add the number like of MetaMask node plus centralized nodes of centralized chains, and we add nodes of commercial wallet providers, we have the number of single digit or digit of nodes of blockchains. Basically, the communication users is done by user going to one of these nodes, a single digit or maybe low number of double digit of nodes, and then they could post transaction. This transaction actually can be confirmed, and the time for confirmation is as little as maybe 30 seconds, and as long as probably several hours in order to get confirmation of the transaction. And this transaction is officially taking part, and it is written in US block of blockchain. So this is very small communication blockchain, and to write in a blockchain. And so other participants in this communication done through a blockchain, they have to go through some of these nodes to read about this transaction. And it will take maybe a second or maybe a second, but it's still some time, and the communication is very, very slow. And so, in addition, it's like this limited number of amount of data which can be posted on a blockchain, and limited number of you could post transaction in the same time to blockchain. So basically, the flows of a blockchain, and it makes it questionable the claim of people like who like marketers who are marketers. They claim that Web3 is going to be about blockchains. The current explanation as a decentralization done through blockchain technology, it's not all true, and it's a fake and false promise in mass by members and promoters who are relating like technology with next generation of internet. Like if we make an analogy of centralized internet, which is like people, many going to a website, we can make analogy of the current internet as a highway with like many cars traveling through this highway, and like having exits in this highway which lead to big like big shopping malls. Basically, this is the current maybe one analogy of the internet as a highway with exits going to a big shopping malls. And in these shopping malls, we can have like limited number of stores, and these stores are maybe very big stores, and they have lots of chains in different locations, but they are the same company having the stores, and they sell maybe a similar type of items throughout every store. In every shopping mall they have presence. So this is one analogy of the current centralized internet, but if you're looking at what people like claim Web3 is going to be as a next generation of internet, basically they offer using the same internet but putting paydates. Basically, people reach one point and they hit a toll where they have to pay their toll in this section of the highway. And so basically, this paid section goes to a specific exit to where is a specific so people can pay a toll, and they could take the exit, and they could go to what a specific business is offering. So like this type of vision doesn't sit well we had basically I don't like having to pay like to every single topic, so I go from specific business and look at what they're offering and use what they're offering. I don't like the vision of having uh, this highway sprinkled with like toll gates where people can pay through every gate so that they can enter a specific toll gate and that they could like use a specific thing which a specific business is offering. So this type of vision it does not sit well, but what we think as a generation of internet, like we did that the generation of internet is going to be about decentralization. Like the essence of decentralization is actually what did happen in the very beginning of internet in the 1970s. The essence of decentralization is direct communication, just like the way it has been done in the past, in the 1970s, communication, which was, for example, by universities and science organizations. Basically, we are going to be returning to the roots of and the very beginning of internet when we had direct communication. So a new market is currently being in a point at the point of creation where there would be different implementations of the decentralization which allow communication from user to user without going through the central point of a website. Like, as I mentioned, we have one simple implementation of a decentralization software engine which allows direct communication from user to user. And this type of communication it is assisted through with a device called a network node or a bridge. Basically, in our project, we have types of participants. One of them is user, is a participant. They basically have a laptop or mobile device or a tablet, and they do a decentralized function maybe for a few minutes or for a few hours a day. But this second type of business, which is network node or bridge, the user in our project they can install this network node or bridge on their home network connection, and they could have a base which is running non-stop 20 hours a day, 365 days a year. And the hardware used for this device could be maybe an old Android device, an old Android tablet, or it could be a device. Basically, the users of our decentralized project could be part and could run their node or bridge of a large decentralized network of nodes is going to be built on the backbone of the decentralization and a decentralized network. So this as I said, could be one possible implementation of decentralization, and there are other possible implementations of decentralization. But let's look at analogies and like the sector centralized internet analogy is like highway with which are linked to big shopping malls. The second type of analogy of Web3 people who relate next generation internet with blockchain technology is actually the highway, like with a place sprinkled with toll gates, where we can go to the toll gate, they're hitting toll gate, and they pay their dues that they enter this part of the highway and go to a specific business which is offering a specific thing to the user. And on the other hand, vision of internet as described with direct communication from user to user, could be like the user basically ordering something and then they delivered something themselves. They could still travel the centralized highway and they could still go to the websites, but like we could have the option of having everything delivered to so like since internet has monopolized specific items and specific things, like for example, we have the list of Facebook Meta, which is the monopolist of something. We have the case of Google, the big monopolist of search. We have the case of Twitter, which is like a monopolist of short messaging. And all these services which are done in a centralized way, they not in a centralized way as well. So like the social networking and the short messaging could be done in a very, very centralized way. It could be done. It could be done through the software engine of a user. And this software engine could do the going out and doing the search for the user, so they could have the user could have the tips, the data which was collected by this software engine, and no longer the user has to go through a centralized web search and do the search through Google. In the same way, the user pays could place a message and other users that could pull this message and view the content of this message as well. So like the short messaging and the social networking could be done in a very decentralized way as well, without going to a website centralized provider like Facebook or other providers of social networking services. So, I did send invitation for joining this our session today, but I'm not seeing people posting their comments or questions. I'm going to wrap this session as well very soon. But if you have questions or comments, you're welcome to type these questions in the chat section. I can read these questions and I can answer these. For those of you who just came a little later after the start of this session, my name is Paul Arsov, and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. We are building a decentralized communication and advertising platform. What we have is the software engine, which people go to our website and they can download and install on multiple platforms. They can download and install this on Windows platform or platform or Linux platform or on Android phone or tablet platform. And after they could like get a wallet address in our blockchain instance, and like I could get reward in tokens in our tokens. So that's regarding to the peer-to-peer. But as I mentioned, we have a weekly educational event on Saturdays on Twitter, Sundays, Instagram Live, and we have also sessions and demo day events on Thursdays every. And these asking sessions, day events, they happen simultaneously on Telegram, text video and audio, and on Twitter Space in audio only. So you're welcome to come and join one of our social networks, committee, and you're welcome to come and join our community. And we're mainly focusing on few big channels, and so if you're on Telegram, I can invite you to come and join our Telegram channel, and the name of our Telegram channel is Decentralized underscore web. You're welcome also to go to our website, which is decentralized.web. And on the bottom of every page of our website, you can see the icons of our social networks. You can click on the icon of your favorite network and you can join our groups or channels. We have weekly content events. You have to come to this events which are happening every day on like Telegram, Google Meet, and Twitter Space. And the educational events on Twitter Space on Sundays. So I'd like to mention the topic of next week. Our educational next week. And, it is going to be NFTs and evolution of digital art. NFTs and evolution. You're welcome to come to our event on Saturday or Sunday on Instagram Live. But I'm not seeing questions or comments. I'm going to wrap up this event. Thank you for coming to our event on Instagram Live. Have a nice day. Have a